It's a lot more work where that came from. No doubt. Alright, are you having a good time so far? All day tonight. I'll leave fools like heroin in your nose. 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 Don't underestimate the real life. The gun swinging back. The sick type was fucked. I let money stay in every spot that I rock. I'm representing in Jersey, spitting rhymes like a clock. Into the Cape Pit where MCs be shell shocked. I got the stash in my dash with the stock in the rock. The pure abuser, the stupid hook user. The red with the low counting back in the Land Cruiser. I get in charge from the sound of the bus. I was made to crush. I'm wetting rappers till they bust. My Benjamin is elite, mega deep. 20 sleep, we creep in a 5-car fleet. That's how I'm bouncing for the 9 best. Son, we don't promote no masquerade, cause we was players from day one. We start trends, we make hits. KF and Larry O be on some real live shit. I leave a fools like heroin in your nose. KF and Larry O be on some real live shit. I leave a fools like heroin in your nose. KF and Larry O be on some real live shit. I leave a fools like heroin in your nose. KF and Larry O be on some real live shit. I leave a fools like heroin in your nose. KF and Larry O be on some real live shit. Seen the windows cause I'm moving with heat. I got a mean ass in my shotgun seat. You could get bumped any day of the week. That nigga Larry O be making rappers retreat. You know in life I fail. Jake is on my tail. I blew up your block, I let the haze like black hell. I use an M16 glass crowns off my dedicated blood. My heart is made of granite. My counterpart, the K to the dap, yeah. Wicked beat, make a mass murderer with his left. We got the whole game locked, so it's on hold like the pimp on his throne. I'm busting caps in the sugar-coated rap, yo. This is a lyrical terrorist manifesto. Sipping the Remy, getting lit. I'm hit. Ignite a fat split. I'm on some real live shit. I leave a fools like heroin in your nose. I leave a fools like heroin in your nose. I leave a fools like heroin in your nose. I leave a fools like heroin in your nose. Back once more for my niggas with the encore. One last verse to blow the spot, then I burst. I'm about to sing cause I'm on some low shit. Back rolling niggas on that ghetto pro shit. Damn, I hate to settle for less. True that, I wanna live mega fat. Pushing bands like a diplomat. Automatic text. Lazarus around my neck. Engineering shit with Corleone respect. The international world class Don came to rain on hip hop. I can't be stopped. I shoot the breeze with expertise. The mic is like a toaster when I rhyme my squeeze. The criminologist kicking criminology. The way I'm shaking you is like a blank probably. So yo, get on the floor and get face down. Take these slugs to your head so I can bust your fucking crown. That's what you get for playing slick. Take that bit Larry O be on some real life shit. I'll leave my fools like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my fools like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my fools like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my fools like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my fools like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my fools like heroin in your nose.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Excuse the noise in the background. I am at work, so I'm on the road. That is my reefer running. Just bear with me and try to ignore it. How's everybody doing? It's been a while. I haven't been able to stream. Shout out to the E Nation. Shout out to my man Hassan Burton doing his thing over there. That brother is doing some big stuff. Anyway, got some things I want to talk about. If you saw the title, That's not a mistake. 230-time felon. What the hell is a 230-time felon doing on the street? Let's get into this. I don't even want to waste any time. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth.
When we found these people, our victims, massacred, literally massacred, we thought, my goodness, what could have happened there? But we know now. I'm going to introduce you to the people that were responsible for that. Then I'm going to give you a timeline. So this is going to take a couple of minutes, and you pick from it what you need. Here are, this is the trigger man. This is the guy who directly did the damage. His name's Tony Wiggins. He's known as TJ. He's 26 years of age. This is Mary Whitmore. She's 27 years of age, and she is the girlfriend of Tony Wiggins. And this is Robert Wiggins. He's 21 years of age, and he's the brother, obviously, to TJ. Well, let me stop for a minute and give you a little history on TJ. TJ is someone who his criminal history should shock your conscience. It does mine. TJ started to be arrested when he was 12 years old. He is currently only 26 years old. TJ has 230 felony criminal charges in his arrest history.
Wow. Wow. Okay, this white boy has been arrested since he was 12 years old. He has 230 felony charges. Now, the first question I want to ask about that is this. Why wasn't he charged as an adult? I mean, when they arrest young black kids, hell, I remember them arresting a 9-year-old black kid and charging him as an adult, or tried to get him charged as an adult. I mean, whenever they arrest our kids, they go for the jugular. I mean, they go in for the kill. They try to charge our young kids as an adult, so they'll never ever get out of jail. They try to end their life on the spot. Our young kids don't get a chance. You see, this society has created an impossible situation for African Americans, or Negroes, or Black Americans, or whatever you're calling us these days. Okay? This society has created an impossible situation. Our young kids don't get a chance. If they get arrested, they try to end their life on the spot. If they don't do it with a bullet, they try to do it with time. They go after our children and charge them as an adult. I've seen it as young as 9 years old. Let's just say Tamir Rice would have been committing a crime. He would have been charged as an adult. So why wasn't Wiggins or Tony Wiggins charged as an adult? That's my first question. Is that white privilege? Years old. Who the hell racks up 230 felony charges without being put away for life? Not anybody black. Shit, if you black, it don't take 230. In some cases, it take one. And if you're really lucky, you're not getting past 3. 230 felony charges, and he's not doing life in prison. That is unbelievable. That's beyond racism. That's some otherworldly shit. 230 felony charges, and he isn't doing life in prison. I know motherfuckers who committed 2 or 3 felonies, and they doing 40, 50, 60 goddamn years. This monster, this first of all, the police department or wherever he's been getting all of these arrests have to be complicit in all of this. I'm sure when they arrest you, they run your background, they have your arrest record, right? So I'm looking at, hey, what's up, Cowboys? Listen, all of them were complicit in this. The police department, the judges, the system. Come on, you don't know that this boy's getting charged with 1 felony. That's not, the boy's getting felony charges like a goddamn video game. Are you fucking kidding me? This motherfucker is playing a video game with felony charges. He running through a video game just racking up 1 felony charge after another. And he's not doing life in prison. So you have to question everybody involved. You got to question everybody involved. Matter of fact, you need to question the entire town he lives in. Everybody is corrupt. Everybody is suspect. Let's take the whole town to jail. Everybody in that town knew this monster was racking up felony charges one after another. The police knew it. Allegedly. I have to say allegedly. Allegedly the police knew. I mean, I don't know how they didn't know. Me being arrested all of these times, getting charged. I don't know how the system didn't know. Now, if somebody knows how the system didn't know, please explain that to me, because I have no idea how the system didn't know that this kid was a monster. Racking up felony charges like a video game. Like he playing Grand Theft Auto or some shit. The nigga running through life playing a real life Grand Theft Auto with felony charges. And he's not doing life in at least 30 years. Damn, can we at least get 30 years? Damn, we can't get that? I mean, you handed niggas football numbers. Damn, we can't get at least 30 off this cat? Like my man said in Carlito's Way. Yo, remember Lali? Yeah. Lali doing 30 years in Attica, man. 30 years. Yo, you know Tony Wiggins, TJ? Yeah. The nigga committed 230 felonies is on the street. What? How come he ain't doing 30 years? Can we at least get 30 years? 200, man, that is, I never heard of anything like that. Somebody would have told me this shit yesterday. I didn't know that. I knew about this for a while. I just didn't have the time to stream because I've been working. I've been following this case since they found these people dead. If somebody would have told me, yes, I ain't know shit about this, he's like, hey man, motherfucker had 230 felonies. I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. You out of your goddamn mind. No human being has 230 felonies, is walking around on the street. This is a monster that was allowed to roam free. Now it done came back and bite him because he smoked a few of their own. I wonder how did they feel? The police department, the system that had this boy brought up on all these charges, but never gave him any real time and convicted him 15 times. What felon gets convicted 15 times and still on the street? Wait a minute. 15 felony convictions and he's still free? Who does that? Surely not anybody black. How do you get 15 felony convictions and you still walking around the street? Allowed to walk uncontested around normal people. It's obvious you're out of your fucking mind. 230 felonies, 15 felony convictions. It's obvious you're fucking insane. And you're unfit to be around people. So why is he walking around the fucking street? So they say the system failed African Americans. They failed this nutcase too. This murder, they failed him too. They should have locked him up and threw away the key. And now he came back and he bit him. I just want to know all of the officials that were involved. How do they feel? What are they talking about? Are they passing the buck? Or are they saying, damn man, I wanted to lock him up, but old Scooter here told me that he was a good boy. Like, don't worry about it. He only committed at that time 17 felonies. He's a good boy. 3 months later, Lester told me to leave him alone, so he's a good boy. At that time, he only had committed 140 felonies. Lester said he was a good boy. Let's listen to a little bit more of the sheriff here. Let's see what the sheriff got to say about it.
I didn't stutter. He had 230 charges in his arrest history, 15 convictions, and 2 times to state prison at only 26. There's a picture of Tony Wiggins.
Wow. He's putting in work, huh? 230 felony charges, 15 convictions, 2 times in state prison, all before the age of 26. What organized crime family he can't join? What murderous gang wouldn't be happy to have somebody like that? That's putting in work there. That motherfucker is an OG. 230 times over. Or is he a OWG? Is he a OWG? Original white gangster? I guess we'll go with OWG as to not offend our own reckless Negroes who tend to take being an OG as a badge of honor. So we just call him OWG, original white gangster. This is an original white gangster, people. This honky been getting locked up since he was 12 years old. I'm confused as to how come he's not doing life in jail. Hey, Bell, shout out to the E Nation. He was his own crime syndicate. This dude did not need anyone. He was his own crime syndicate, his own organized crime, his own fucking. I mean, see, the questions we need to be asking. Let's put them to the side for a second. Let's pretend to any way. The system. See, because he couldn't have done this by himself, right? He couldn't have listed himself as a 230-time felon, convicted himself 15 times, put himself in state prison twice, and still be on the street. He could have did this by himself. So we need to be talking about the system. After all, it is Florida, right? So I'm curious as to what system, what jurisdiction, or what county, or whatever all of these arrests took place, all of these charges took place. I want to scrutinize the system. I mean, as a judge, right? How do you see this kid come before you? And let's just say at that point he had 150 convictions. No, 150 felonies and 5 convictions. How do you not deal with that? How do you not see that this kid was bad news? How do you not freak out at that point that how the hell did he even get out of jail with 150 felony charges and 5 felony convictions? Why is he on the street? Let's listen a little bit more to the sheriff.
Here's the real Tony Wiggins. He's a thug. He's a criminal. He's pure evil in the flesh. He's wild and he's out of control.
Wow. That's white on white crime there. He called him a thug. Called him a criminal. He said he's evil in the flesh. Then he demeaned all of it by saying he's wild and out of control. You think? Didn't you have that covered when you said he was a thug and he was evil itself? I'm sure you had the wild out of control covered doing it. But anyway, I mean, I don't want to make light of this because it's not funny. It's sad. And it's just another light that you can shed on racism. It's just another flashlight that you can use to point at racism and white privilege. How is this not white privilege? Oh, wait a minute. So white privilege is only supposed to be positive? It's supposed to be serving the good white people? Because it's obvious it worked for old boy here. That's got to be white privilege. Either that or the system in which he was in was so incompetent that everybody needs to be fired. Everybody in the system needs to go. Everybody. Let's get into a little bit more here. Not gonna play this whole thing. We're just gonna play bits and pieces of it.
Barry has zero criminal history. Zero. Robert has one misdemeanor arrest. Virtually no arrest. Tony, 230 felony charges. They all are from the Lake Wells and Frostproof area. As
Lake Wells, Florida. So that's the culprit. I've delivered there several times. They have a Florida oranges out there. No, Florida natural orange juice is out there. Wow. Lake Wells. Kind of a little dusty town in Florida. It's a little dusty and kind of incest looking. You know what I'm saying? It's a little dusty town. Nothing to really get excited about. As a matter of fact, I could have swore I saw a tumbleweed rolling around in one. Anyway, but okay, so his brothers apparently didn't break the law. One had a misdemeanor, one had 0 charges, but somehow he ended up with 230. So his brothers, his family, they're complicit as well. So he was probably a little hitman at the age of 12, probably employed by his mama. Cause wasn't she lying for him? I mean, this shit is amazing, man. We need to scrutinize the system in Lake Wells. Everybody in that system needs to be questioned. Well, to me, that's putting it lightly. They should all be fired, but at least questioned. I mean, $230 charges, 15 felony convictions, 2 times in the pen. You couldn't get 30 years out of this dude? At least 30? He's 26 years old. And already got more charges and more criminal mischief than some organized crime families. Is that what Burgess Meredith said in Rocky 3? When Rocky was fighting Mr. T? No, he ain't just another fighter. He's a wrecking machine. He'll knock you into tomorrow, Rock. Isn't that what this guy is? A wrecking machine? Wreaking havoc everywhere he goes since he was 12 years old. Now he done finally hit the big time. Well, first of all, we don't even know if this is his first murders. These are the ones we're just hearing about. And look at the fashion in which he did it, right? Absolutely brutal and vicious. Vicious. Going to listen a little bit more of the sheriff, and then we're going to move on. I'm not going to be on here very long.
Was our victim. When we started receiving Crime Stopper tips, and we received them to the point that the call center said we had to bring in extra help. We had people calling from all over the nation about ideas and helping us investigate the crime and what they believed and psychics. But the local tips that came in that were filtered, and there were hundreds that came to us, the predominant information we got was, look at T.J. Wiggins from Frostproof. It's not that they had any idea that he did it, but this guy is just mean. He's just violent. He's currently out on bond for breaking a guy's arm with a crowbar during a fight, waiting to go back to trial on other felony charges. This is a guy who they said will just walk up and punch you for no reason, or no reason to you, certainly a good reason to him.
Wow. Wow. You guys hear that? 230 felonies, 15 convictions, and still waiting to go to court. Matter of fact, we don't even know how many more convictions are going. He's still waiting to go to court on the other charges. For all we know, he may end up with 230 goddamn fucking convictions. What does he do? How does he get bond? With all that shit going on? How do you give... If this is a black kid, I've seen him deny. Black people get denied bond for lesser crimes. They'll get revoked. This doughboy, this OWG, this original white gangster, gets a bond for being an absolute menace to society. He gets a bond for being an absolute menace to society. He gets a bond. Now, again, we have to question the system. See, I can't even blame him anymore. He is what he is. He's a monster. He's a career criminal. He's a lifetime thug, a murderer, a monster. I get all that. Now I got to take the attention off of him and get on the system now. People in the system need to go to jail. I mean, this is criminal negligence, isn't it? Isn't this what you would call criminal negligence? I don't claim to be a student of the law, but this sounds criminal. Letting this guy out with all of this shit going on sounds criminal to me. If not, it should be. How do you let a monster like this back on the street? It's not like his record is trying to hide. It's right in your face. Nigga going around beating people down with crowbars and shit. Getting out on bond. Going around shooting people. Getting out on bond. I wonder if they got it right this time. Did they at least deny him bond for this triple murder? Because he was the trigger man. He shot all those people in cold blood. So did they at least deny him bond? I haven't checked up on the story, so I've been working. If anybody knows, can you put it in the chat? Did he at least get denied bond this time? Did they at least get it right this time? Because it's obvious they dropped the ball so many other times that, you know. Sometimes the first Bell, one felony and shit, and they trying to send a motherfucker up the river without a paddle. So I got to check up on the story to find out did these derelicts in the system, judiciary system, get it right this time. Hell, I could have got that right a while back. Had I been in the damn system, well, he wouldn't have got out of jail. I wouldn't have been. I still don't know how you. But then again, I guess this is what white privilege is, right? Ouch. And I don't say ouch for us. I say ouch for those people he murdered. Ouch for them. Excuse me. The system failed them. Is this the first time we see the system fail whites? The people he murdered, the system failed those people and failed those people's families. The system failed them. The system did not work for them. Yeah. You see, seeking justice in this point is almost laughable because of the background, because of the history. Getting all charged up now, talking about something. Oh, you done did it now, TJ. No, Lester. No, he done did it now. No, Lester, the white sheet ain't gonna work this time. Put away your white sheet. It ain't gonna work this time. I know we brothers of the white sheet, but that ain't gonna work this time. No, Lester, we got to do something. TJ done did it now. Oh, I'm afraid we gonna have to put him in jail. We got to seek justice. Well, Bobby, don't you think justice is a little bit too late? No, no, Lester. We got to do something. He murdered them people up there in cold blood. Now, I knew the young type when he was a kid and he was stealing bubble gum and, you know, and he got all these charges. He was a good kid. Starting the first time, he cracked his first teacher over the head with a bottle of mayonnaise. I'm the one that got him off these charges. I successfully argued that it was just a little harmless school prank. Lots of young kids crack their teachers over the head with jars of mayonnaise. But he done did it now. This ain't no cracking over the head with mayonnaise, Lester. Lester, put away that white shit. It ain't gonna work this time. Don't try to get me all feeling tingling inside with the white sheet. Ain't gonna work. God damn that white sheet. We need justice. Seeking justice at this point is almost laughable, if not laughable. The system. Now, as a pro-black man, it is not my concern what happens to said people. But as a human being, that was fucked up. On a human level, that's fucked up. And the system failed those black people. And part of me wanted to say, how does it feel? Because the system has been failing us since day one. As a matter of fact, when they wrote the system up, they put fail black people in all capital letters. And I don't want to be mean or cold, but if they was to if I asked a white person in that town about the system, I would say, How do you like the system now? Apparently, it failed you. It didn't seek justice for your peoples. It let one of your own murder your people in cold blood. The system failed those people families. And like I said, after 230 felonies and 15 convictions and counting, because he's still waiting to go to court on other charges. You know what? And even though we lock him up, I would let him keep going to court just to see how many what the total number of convictions end up as. I'm like, no, let him go to court. Let him go to court, just to see how many convictions he can rack up. I mean, he may set a world record at this point. I mean, goddamn, if he spoke fucking German, he would probably be charged with war crimes at this fucking point and shit. But anyway, so the system failed those people. It didn't seek justice for those people and their families. So going for justice now, to me, even though you have to do it because he's a monster, he may kill someone else, you have no choice now. But it's laughable at this point. It's embarrassing. And everybody in that system needs to be fired, in my humble opinion. Because it's obvious that they have no damn interest in justice. They probably did this to collect paychecks, play some Hearthstone, drink on the job, crack a few jokes, call a few black people niggers. But they have no interest in justice. They couldn't have. 230 felonies and 15 felony convictions and 2 times the state prison tells you right there blatantly that they had absolutely no fucking interest in fucking justice. They had no interest. So like I said, not to sound redundant, going for justice right now is laughable. I wouldn't even say, well, we finally bringing, I wouldn't even say that. I would just say, look, we got the little monster off the street. Thank God that he can't kill anyone else. He'll never see the light of day again. That's what I would say. I wouldn't even use the word justice, because it's insulting to the families. It's insulting to those murder victims, because you had a chance to exact justice a long time ago with this monster, and you thought it was funny, you thought it was cute, you thought it was a joke, until now. No one's laughing anymore. Ain't that right, Lester? Look, Bobby, think you're overreacting. He's a good kid. Just came out wrong is all. No, Lester, no. You keep making excuses. And put away that white sheet, Lester. It's the last time I'm going to tell you. Try to get me all warm and tingling inside ain't going to work. Now, I love the Klan, but the Klan can't get him out of this one. Bobby, remember who you are. God damn it, Lester, you're going to make me quit the Klan. Anyway, let's move on. Hopefully this monster will get what he deserved, get what he should have gotten. Personally, I think that he deserved a short walk off a very high cliff with jagged rocks at the bottom. Jagged rocks. Dang, do me a favor. Come on up here. Hold on. I gotta take a quick break. I need you to come up here and hold the fort for me. Here's the link. $230 convictions. You know what, man? This almost probably makes some street niggas jealous. Like, man, that white boy got 230 convictions and shit. See, I don't even like the kind of message this is. This is the wrong messages. You even got niggas over here in the street talking about some what? You got hardcore gangsters on some what? Got niggas walking around with clues on their face. Nobody's never heard of that. I know I haven't. I don't even know how you do something like that. And not be in jail for life. Like I said before, at least 30 years. Can we get at least 30 years? We can't even get that. I mean, they handing Negroes football numbers. Niggas is getting 120 years for some bullshit. I mean, niggas getting the numbers so fucking high, they fainting in courtrooms where there's air conditioning. Niggas is fainting in a cool courtroom. But like, well, Mr. J. Cool from the block from the 209, I sentence you to 347 years. Oh my God! Wake him up. Wake him up. I'm not finished. I got some more numbers to add on to that. Dang, do me a favor. Are you up here? Dang, hit that link. So, people, we're coming to an end on this subject, and I'm going to move to my next one about black businesses in a minute. But let's hear the sheriff a little bit longer. See what else he's got to say before we move on to the next subject.
You look at the Florida statutes as it appears with criminal conduct. He's got some arrest history. Everything.
Wait a minute. He said criminal conduct. Criminal conduct. You think? The sheriff telling jokes, huh? Criminal. Wow. Yeah. Exactly, Bill. That's after they've already been locked up. Oh, there go my host. Hey, Dame, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Do me a favor, entertain the people for about 5 minutes for me when I come back, so I'll go to my next topic when I come back. All right, everybody, I'm gonna leave y'all with Dame for a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, everybody. Good morning. The 230 felon that's out on bail. Yeah, yeah, I've been seeing comments about that. This been happening a lot. This is just the most that I've heard so far. Yeah, and the slap on the wrist, the slap on the wrist, the slap on the wrist. So often that now the sheriff is disgusted uh, about it, and and now this guy has killed um what, two people? Yeah, two people. Yeah, and he pulled in a family member and his girlfriend. Neither one had no record. One had nothing much for a record, and it was so casual about it that they threw the guy in the back of the truck and went to go get some burgers from McDonald's. What is it about going to go get something to eat afterwards? Do you work up a hunger or something? That they go pig out at a fast food place. Same thing with the dude that shot up the church. Except in this case, the police took him to go get it. So yeah, and but we all automatically knew. Even the people that was commenting under that sheriff's thing was like, bet you he was one of the pink people. Yeah. Even though there's a few people's like, no, 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 no. They try to point out to a few black people. As you said, if you're lucky, it's like maybe 4 times. I heard of a black person 10 times, but this person never went out to kill anybody. Or at least that I'm aware of. Let me correct that. I don't know. At least the ones I know about, they hadn't gone out and killed anybody. It wasn't allowed to escalate to the hundreds. Shooks, not even to the 50s. I wonder what the reasons why this time he's allowed to have bond. What, he was a familiar face in the community? The community is disgusted. You heard they had 200 calls, right? Yeah, and quite a bit of them were pointing, hey, you
Okay,
listen
Dave.
to so and so.
Okay, Dave, I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. Enough about that monster. If y'all hear some noise in the background, just bear with me. I am working. So let's move on to my last topic of the day. It's called cleaning up black businesses. I visited over the last, 6 months, several black businesses in different states, different cities. And for the most part, I love what I see. You know, but we have some work to do. We have some work to do. First of all, customer service needs to be dealt with, okay, in black businesses. In many black businesses, customer service, it's not very good, okay? You can't, if you're customer service, all right, you can't come to work mad at other people. If you're in customer service, you're dealing with the public, you have to understand that. So you can't have an attitude for no reason. You can't be upset. And we have to stop bringing the streets to work. Leave the street in the street. Stop bringing the damn street to work. And when we dominate a business, gotta stop bullshit. I've been in some black businesses, man, catching their bullshit. I said, I went into a black restaurant, I seen motherfuckers sleeping on tables. How you sleeping on tables? You got customers walking in. So we got a lot of work to do cleaning up black businesses. Okay, you can't. Okay, one thing I noticed too, and a lot of black businesses, especially eateries, when your customer come in, see to your customer. Now this is not all black businesses, but because I visit a lot of them over the years, some are very good at everything I'm talking about, and a lot of them just not up to par. Your customer come in, if you plan on making money from your customer, then you should deal with that customer. You don't have conversations in front of the customer with each other and laugh and giggle like little kids. And the customer has to sit there and wait for y'all to stop laughing and giggling in order to get something. You got to stop doing that. I see that in too many black eateries. There's too much goofiness going on, too much immaturity, too much laughing and giggling. Y'all got to stop doing that. You got to be more serious about what you're doing. You got to be more serious about your business. If you want to grow, you have to take your business more seriously than that. And when you own like department stores and things like that, look, you can't have motherfuckers riding around on skateboards bullshitting around. Motherfuckers riding on skateboards and hey man, you know where it's at? I don't know, ask him. You turn around, where is him? Him is nowhere to be found. And another thing, if y'all gonna come to work, man. Stop coming to work acting like you don't want to be there. You don't want to be there, then call out for the day. I've been to some of the places where you can't even get no help from niggas that, excuse me, can you help me? What you need. It's not the way you talk to a customer. Now again, this is not all black businesses, but I've seen this in enough of them. Enough to say what I'm saying right now. A lot of these black businesses, we got a very poor attitude. We got to clean that up. A lot of these black businesses that I've been through, poor customer service. Now, again, not all black businesses. I'm just talking about the ones that are guilty of what I'm talking about, because I've seen it. Poor customer service, poor attitude, and unprofessional as a motherfucker. Listen, you're in the business, you're dealing with the public, right? It's time for you to become professional. You have to be professional. You can't be on some, well, I'm on my break. Talk to Shaquita. I mean, you don't tell the customer that. You don't tell the customer you're on your break. And if you're doing that, then y'all disorganized. Your manager, I'm questioning your manager and his or her skills now. You shouldn't be telling the customer, well, I'm on my break, talk to Laquita. Tell the customer that for. And you niggas, you Negroes, come on, man, with the skateboards and shit, the hide behind fucking broom closets, and trying to get out of sight when you see a customer coming, hide behind aisles, sliding under shit, hanging out in the doorway talking about bullshit. Y'all gotta cut that shit out. And you have to stop. You have to start being more professional. Okay. Again, I have to keep saying this because somebody talking about, well, Max is talking about black business. No, not all black businesses, but I've seen enough of them for me to actually say something. Because being a truck driver, I go to a lot of cities. A lot of times I go in the hood, especially in Dallas and Fort Worth and all that stuff, right? Louisiana, Hammond, and some of the black-owned businesses. It's not that they're bad; they just need some tweaking. I understand you want to give your people a job. I feel like that too, but you can't give people a job to the detriment of your business. There's some black folks that are unprofessional and not suited for public work. Maybe you can find something else for them to do in the back somewhere. I don't know, stacking boxes, taking out the garbage, mopping floors, because that comes with working for an establishment. Those jobs do exist. Maybe you can send it back and wash some dishes. I don't know. But maybe they're not suited for public work. If you're doing customer service, you want your most polite and pleasant people doing customer service. You don't want some hard-hitting, shit-kicking person up there who don't give a damn about what nobody wants. That's not the person you want doing customer service. I've been in black businesses where they've gotten that absolutely wrong. They got the wrong kind of people in customer service. They got people up there that don't give a damn about what anybody wants. Whether the customer service, excuse me, can I help you? No. Excuse me, can you help me? I don't know. What is it that you want? What? It's not the way you talk to a customer. I've gone to places where you ask the person for help, you catch an attitude that you bother. I've even had a person tell me, "Can't you see I'm having a conversation?" What is that? How do you talk to a customer like that? And this ain't about being white. This ain't about doing what white businesses do or anything like that. This is about us as black people getting our act together and being better and striving for better. And I get it. You want to employ your homies. You want to, by all means do that. But you got to manage things properly, though. If you know you got a hothead, don't put that hothead up in the front where he or she has to deal with the public. I'm not putting some angry Negro up front. He can go in the back and do some shit back there. Not gonna have him up in the front with a bad attitude, scaring my customers away. I went to a Subway one time that was ran by black folks, right? This is in North Carolina. It's over there next to Dunn, North Carolina. It's in a pilot truck stop. The black folks that was in that Subway were absolutely terrible. And I didn't complain to the manager or nothing like that. I actually came back the next day and spoke to the actual manager, who was a black woman, sat down at the table and had a conversation with her about what I experienced. And she was real cool about it. She appreciated the conversation. And when I came back, I'm gonna see about a month later. Oh, she dealt with the situation because the people that were there doing that crazy shit, they were no longer there. There was a whole new staff of black people, and they were courteous, they were polite, they were helpful. So you ain't got to go and start no shit. Just talk to the manager. The manager's black. Talk to the manager. And that's what I did. I said, hey, what I saw was unacceptable. And this is what we got to do, man. This is how we help each other grow. If you go into a black business and you see them lacking, you see them shooting themselves in the foot, get a hold of the black manager. Say, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? Sit down and say, hey, listen, I noticed that you got Nunu over there sleeping on tables. Maybe it's not a good idea. You got customers coming in, they see that. You got Laquita over there with a bad attitude, scaring your customers away. Maybe you might want to give her a job in the back somewhere and put somebody else up there with a pleasant attitude. You can't be afraid to have these conversations with these managers. Some of these managers, these black managers, they're new at it. Some of them was just given that job because they cool with the owner or whatever, but don't really have any real management skills. You can tell by the way the place is ran. The wrong people are in the wrong positions. So, you see something like that, just sit down and talk to them and say, hey, so and so and so and so. Maybe you make suggestions. Maybe you might want to put this person in the back versus the front. And we got to stop with the goofiness in front of customers. That's not cool. All of the laughing and giggling and shit. And then we got to wait for y'all to finish laughing and giggling before we get served. That's not cool. That's not how you deal with a customer. I don't know who told motherfuckers that, but that's not how you do business. Chill with the fucking laughing and giggling. And you can't have black women on their feet all day. You gotta rotate them. Somebody's gotta be able to sit down for a while. You can't do that. You can't have them on their feet all day because they're gonna get irritable, they're gonna get mad because they're on their feet all day. Then their attitude's gonna get bad. You gotta rotate them, man. You can't just sit there have them on their feet all day. You can't do that to women, period. They're not like men. You can't have them on their feet all goddamn 8 hours. You gotta rotate them a little bit. Give them a chance to sit down and do something. Like, if you're gonna employ black women, they should at least be able to do two things. The one thing that you employ them for is something that they can sit down and do. So you can rotate them so they don't be on their feet all day. So they're gonna start getting an attitude, they're gonna get mad, their feet gonna start hurting, they're gonna get mad. They're gonna become irritable. Yeah, Kia. No doubt. I'm not saying don't support black business. What I'm saying is, actually, I'm saying support the black businesses, right? But if you see something that's not right, talk to the manager about it. Don't go calling the white man like that. But talk to the black man and say, hey, look, man, yo, man, little JoJo over there tripping, man. You can't have him hanging out the window selling weed like that. You can't have niggas sleeping under boxes and shit. Don't look right. And like I said, we got to get a better attitude in customer service. Yeah, Kia. You can't have them stand on their feet all day. You got to rotate them out. You let them have a chance to sit down for an hour or two. Can't have them on their feet straight for 8 hours. You're gonna get irritable. You're gonna catch an attitude. That's why they cut cashier hours down to like 4 hours. But they realized the women were getting irritable being on their feet all damn day. Man, they get mad. They get tired. They're not built like us. They're not built to withstand constant abuse and pain and stuff like that. They're more delicate. So you have them on their feet all day, their feet gonna start hurting. They're gonna get mad. They're gonna get upset because they're in pain. You gotta rotate them around. Give them a chance to sit down for a while. Have them do some type of clerical job too, or have them sit somewhere at a register, or let them get off their feet for an hour or two. So in closing, y'all, I just want to say, when you go into these black businesses, well, yeah, kid, that's what I mean. You see, there's some factors that go into that, right? So when you have the black woman, when you have the woman on her feet all day, she's going to get tired. She's going to get irritable. Okay, she's going to be upset. All right. So when you go into these businesses, black businesses, and you see these discrepancies, talk to the manager. Say, hey, look, because I'm telling you, a lot of times the manager don't have any experience because he's probably there or she's there because he knows somebody. And it's obvious they don't have the experience because you can see how the place is being ran. If you notice somebody in customer service has a bad attitude, they don't belong there. Bad attitudes are not for customer service. Somebody will knock your head clean off, or they'll pull a gun on you. People got problems. That's why you don't have nobody in customer service dealing with the public with a bad attitude. People got problems. They don't want to hear your shit. The last thing they want is some old smart-ass customer service person saying something to them. People ain't trying to hear that, especially now. So the last person you want in customer service is somebody with a bad attitude, or somebody up there that don't give a damn about helping other people. So we got to clean our act up in customer service in some of these black businesses. So if you go into a black business and you notice these discrepancies, the laughing and the fucking giggling, which makes me sick. I can't tell you how many black businesses I've gone into. I had to stand in line and wait because they're back there laughing and giggling and shit. That shit has to stop. But when you go into these black businesses and you see these discrepancies, find the black manager and say, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? And let him or her know in a polite way the discrepancies you see so they can go and take care of them. So that these black businesses can grow and they can do the right thing and put the right people in the right position. That's all it is. It's just a matter of putting the right people in the right positions. They got to fire anybody. You just probably got to rotate some people out. Even though some people have customer service experience, their attitude may say, no, you can't work in this customer service. I'm going to need you to go back there and wash some dishes or go stack some papers or something. But I can't have you in my customer service because your attitude is too bad. Exactly, Kia. I've seen that too. They don't take it. I've seen motherfuckers riding around on skateboards in the black business, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell they're doing. I seen cats sleeping on boxes. I went into one black restaurant, niggas was sleeping on the table. I mean, you can't have that. And the place was kind of empty. You wonder why the place is empty. Nobody wants to come in there. Hold on, man. We gonna eat all this. You got niggas sleeping on tables and shit. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. You just gonna walk out and never come back. So you might want to, you know, to me, you help the business by bringing it to the attention of either the manager or the owner. Say, hey, you know, I liked your business, but I saw this that may make me second guess coming here. And then you explain to them in a polite way what you've seen so they can get it corrected. We got to help our businesses grow, and part of that is being professional. Some of these black businesses, there's no professionalism. I can't tell you how many, I still support the businesses, but I can't tell you how many black businesses I've been into where they are unprofessional. It's because the management is bad. You know, so we got to clean up the management. All right, y'all, I'm about to get up on it. Dang.
Yes.
Want to say something before we get out of here?
No, no, not today. You said it all for the both of us.
Yeah, Kia, I've seen that too. I didn't see Peyton Turner, but I have seen them eating shit and braiding hair. I've seen that too, right in front of customers.
Dang.
And it's not just that, Nikki. It's the management. The management is lacking. You know, I blame the man when I go in there and I see stuff like that. I blame the management because the management's supposed to have that place running right. I blame the management. All right, everybody, I got to get to work. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate the support today. We will be back later on tonight with Ladies Night, and the day we'll be talking about. She will have a comprehensive breakdown about how much it costs to take care of a child, and she's got a spreadsheet. It's going to be very interesting. And then we might break down a song tonight. You know, we might break down Superman Lover. So check us out. I'll be there with the dame later on tonight on Ladies Night. All right, everybody. Peace out. PPU. Yeah, we'll be live tonight on Ladies Night here at 10:15. All right. All right, everybody. PPU. Holla at you later. Keep it gangster.
Yo, y'all do this right? It's a lot more work where that came from. No doubt. All right, are you having a good time so far? We're gonna party all day tonight. I'll leave my fools like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my fools like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my fools like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my fools like heroin in your nose. Never underestimate the real life. The gun swinging back, the same type of fuck. I let blood stay in every spot that I'm at. I'm representing Jersey, spitting rhymes like a clock. Into the Cape Fear MCs be shell shocked. I got the stash in my dash with the stock and the why. All the product user, all the stupid hooker user. The parent, the blow count and bank in the Land Cruiser. I get a charge from the sound of the bus. I was made to crush. I'm wetting rappers till they bust. My Benjamin is elite, mega deep, 20 sleep. In a 5-car plate. That's how I'm bouncing for the 9/5, son. We don't promote no masquerade, cause we was players from day one. We start trends, we make hits. Ain't never live, but yo, be on some real live shit. I leave my fools like heroin in your nose. Never live, but yo, be on some real live shit. I leave my fools like heroin in your nose. Never live, but yo, be on some real live shit. I leave my fools like heroin in your nose. Never live, but yo, be on some real live shit. I leave my fools like heroin in your nose. Never live, but yo, be on some real live shit. In the windows cause I'm moving with heat. I got a mean ass broad in my shotgun seat. You can get bumped any day of the week. That nigga Larry be making tapestry trick. You know in life I fail. Jake is on my tail. I blew up your block, I left the haze like black hell. I use an M16 to blast clowns off the planet in cold blood. My heart is made of granite. My counterpart, the K to the dap, yeah. Wicked beat, make the mass murderer with his left. We got the whole game locked, so bricks on hold like a pimp on a stroll. I bust a caps in the sugar-coated rap, yo. This is a lyrical terrorist manifesto. Sipping the Remy, getting lit. I'm hit. It ain't a fat split, I'm on some real live shit. I leave a fools like hell on the 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 I'll be back once